Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, and in this episode I will be travelling back to Mount Fuji one last time in order to enter Entry Forbidden, in order to access the altar to make the fabled Sword of Light, which will upgrade Cetacea and allow me to enter the Fortress of Fear. But of course, before I do that, before I finish the game, there are still 10 quests to do. Long Lost Little Love, well, all them 5, that one there, the one that I'll get in Gallopolis, and then a few of these that are scattered about. However, the only ones I will not be doing today is The Measure of a Man, because I can't do that yet anyway. Madame Labouche Life Lesson, When Night Falls, and A Dish Served Cold. But these 4, or these 3, and Sets for Sacred Stone I will do. So once I've done that, I'll start off cleaning up by getting those 4. And then if I do the Gallopolis one, after the Gallopolis one, that will leave only 5. So that I can try and get the rare game one or stuff like that done for tomorrow. So to start off, before I enter Mount Fuji, I want to defeat a Midnight Horn Knight in order to fly over and get the spicy spots that I am missing. It is new stuff at the end of the day. So yeah, of course, it's all about clean up now. I'm just going to clean up every quest I can do. There's only 2 at max I won't be able to do, and that is the buff power up one and Rich's Rock Hard Roulette, which all goes down to RNG, which I will try tomorrow. It'll be the last quest that I try. Might try and find out which ones require buff but if I can. There we go. So I can ride on the steed now, which is what I want.
Not bad.
Lovely jubbly, and with that, she got some more skill points. I'll hold on to them for now. So if I can't do buff yet, you know, we'll be there for the post game. It'll be fine. Yeah, there's only really one bestiary slot I'm going to go for, and that is, I think, the Vicious Hyperphyrexian, which I think's in what's it in? Arborean Highlands, so I can't remember what I'm trying to say then. There we go, Enchanted Stone. There is also a chest over it. I think it has a mini medal in it. Is it here? Oh no, it isn't here. It's further on, all these lions, get as much as possible. There we go. Ethereal Stone. Let's see what's here. Splatter of Molten Globals. Fair enough, I guess. So that's everything. Might not be actually, let me have a look for one last little bit. I don't think I came down here when I did it actually originally. I just want to see if there's anything I can access with the Hornet. That's just a lump, that's just the way it is. So as well as quests that I need to get done, I've also got the Wheel of Harbour stuff to do, but I don't know how much of that I'm really going to actually get done. But here. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. forbidden. I don't know that. Dicking about? The penultimate section. I mean, it won't take long. Here we go. No, I got stuck out sometimes. Weird. Anyway, here we go. Crucible. Kick. So here we go. This is entry forbidden. Nothing important, really. Guiding light is pulsating strangely off up to the volcano.
What's happening?
There it is, the forgery. The forge of legends.
It's beautiful! This is the place we saw in the vision. I'd know that decor anywhere.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's make a new Sword of Light so we can go chop the Lord of Shadows down to size.
Yeah, man. Great. There's nothing much else. There we go. How animates from within. This certainly seems like a place where a legend of sword can be forged. Use the forging hammer to work the auric alchemy and make a new Sword of Light. Bang. So it requires a lot of spiritual energy. Phantom cannot do it alone.
I'll take it from here.
I'm not about to let you steal all the glory, honey. If you get to have a go, we all do.
Aye. And besides, we saw in the vision that the old heroes all had a bash. We'd best follow their lead, eh?
Yep, we're all in this together.
May the new Sword of Light be tempered by the resolve of all those who would drive darkness from this world.
Well, I'm game if you all are.
If I hadn't met you, I'd never have been able to save Mia and make things right. Now it's my turn to help you.
Yeah, they all have their own line of inspiration.
Haha! Let's get this sword made and the world saved! I've got people to entertain and a promise to my papi to keep.
Helena, Erwin, your boy turned out all right. And now I'm going gonna help make sure he fulfills his destiny.
I thought it was my job to stand behind the luminary. It's not. I'm supposed to stand beside him. We all are.
I hereby pledge, as a knight of Heliodor, to fight to the end for the cause of the Luminary. May I be his sword, his shield, his unswerving companion.
Veronica, I promise to finish this without you. I'm stronger now, thanks to you. For the luminary!
Did we do it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Pick that thing up and give it a swing.
Embrace your dreams. Protect your honor. As a soldier, may I strongly. So I would say that's a success. I've acquired the Sword of Light. Lovely jubbly.
Your allies are assembled. You have the means to take to the air, and now you possess the Sword of Light. The time to face the Lord of Shadows is at hand.
What he said. Let's finish this.
Finally time, Phantom, we're finally going to do it. Let's use the Calamus flute to summon Cetacea. She'll be able to take us to the Fortress of Fear, I'm sure of it. You're rewarded for reforging the Sword of Light with the help of your friends and setting out to see the end, to see the Lord of Shadows toppled. Oh, damn, boy. So we're going to go to Elusive. Yeet. Get the quest here. Also prepared to get one of the other quests done as well. Need to remember, I think what I need to look for, I think, is in the Mangle Grove, because you start off in Glopolis when you're sent off, because I think I remember saying that there was a quest that I remember doing in there, something to do with the bookshelf or the chest, and then I opened the chest, I was like, oh, that's not the chest, it's the bookshelf. So I'll get to work on that. But anyway, first... Oh dear. I came here to research Erdwin's lantern, an astronomer, you see, but now it's gone and disappeared, so I'm not sure what to do. Some of my colleagues have managed to find some shards of the lantern out in the desert though. I've seen a couple, and they look absolutely fascinating. I'd love to perform a few experiments on one. But I've heard that the desert's crawling with monsters. There's no way someone like me could venture out in the shard hunt. Look like you could handle yourself though. I don't suppose you'd be able to go out there and find one for me, would you? Really? Oh, thank you. As I heard of it, the shards have been turning up in the desert to the north of Gallopolis. If you could find one and bring it to me, I'd be ever so grateful. I'll be waiting here for you, alright? A little bit of lantern. Have to try and find that. But first. So I came straight into here when I did the Gallopolis quest. Was it here? I think so. I don't remember. But, I took the bookshelf, I didn't talk to him. The lady of this house is a keen collector of classic literature. As her butler, it often falls to me to do the collecting on her behalf. Hello, Richard, how are you? You've missed the crafting of the Sword of Light, but now it's just going to be quest clean-up and stuff like that until I go to the fortress. Many years ago, she dispatched me to Arborea to pick up a particularly rare volume. At the time, I was aggrieved to be sent on such an arduous journey. But looking back now, it was quite the adventure. What became of that book, you ask? I'm afraid that we no longer have it. A travelling woodcutter who once stayed here took it with him when he left. He was so enthralled by its contents that my lady reluctantly agreed to part with it. It was the only way to make him leave. If I remember correctly, he said that he was on his way to a cabin in the mango grove. Whether he still resides there now, I do not know. Oh, don't worry, I know of the lad. Sapopoulos. Need to find the lantern shard. I don't know if it's an actual item you'd get in previous Dragon Quest, or if it's just... It could be a loose... No, it won't be a Lucida shard. Nothing like it. Goody goody. I saw the Jack 2 stream. I don't think I commented though, did I? No, I didn't. Because I was popping in and out because I had to sort out something for uni. It's actually rather annoying. I had to find this code and I was scrambling online to find it. Anyway, so shard could be in this. My bets is on somewhere around here. A little bit of lantern, eh? Upon closer inspection, it would seem some of the stone pillars located in the celestial sands have been engraved with ancient runes and other curious designs. Might these have some connection to Edwin's lantern and its descent? I must investigate further. I sometimes feel I need to explain, not over-explain like someone. Okay. I've got to look around for the lantern piece because it could literally be anywhere. I'm not sure where though, to be honest. Pretty sure I found it in a sneaky spot before. I think it's somewhere around here. I'm sure though. I mean, it might not be here, but I mean, it could be anywhere on the north section. I mean, oh, hang on, I bet that bit below the campfire, it could be there. You never know. I don't know. Let me actually, have a look and expand where I look instead of just looking around here. Does not mean to look into them. Right, so this is first look. Oh no, that's just regular stew. I've got left the night time a bit. Sit here around there. Keep going. Wrap around the pillars. I don't see why it'd be down there. Oh, it is. Down here. The lantern was over there. Whatever, there we go. Lantern shard. No, our X was stuck in there. That was accidental. God, I hate it when X gets stuck in. Never mind. How long have I been going for? Let's have a look. 19 minutes. Fair enough. I don't know how long this stream or the next stream will be. The next stream can go a multitude of different ways. It just depends. So anyway, we need to go to the Mangle Grove, Lonalulu for the turtle. I think Occidentalis, Insular Occidentalis for one of them. And was there another one I was going to do as well? Let me have a look. There was another quest I was going to get done. I don't remember what it was. That's Occidentalis. That's Lonalulu. That's the Mangle Grove. There's another one I was going to do. Oh right, yeah. It's in Nautica itself, I believe, that one. It's fascinating. Do you see these runes on the shard you brought me? These are the same ones that are on the ruins in the desert, the ones that I said to date from ancient times. This reinforces my theory that Erdwin's lantern contained the power of the ancient hero for whom it was named. The meaning of the runes is a bit more mysterious though. It's something like, entrusted to you, people of the future. What does this mean? Did Erwin entrust us with his power? I'm going to need to research this in a lot more depth. This lantern shard could potentially lead to something really groundbreaking discoveries. Thank you for going to all the trouble for getting it to me. Here, a little trick of my gratitude. Afraid to break it to you, mate, but the contents of Erdwin's lantern, not good thing. But there's no way anybody knows at this point in the game anyway. I want to go to Arborea now. Run through, go to the Highlands on the eastern side. Get the last enemy. Get the fast travel while I'm there as well, might as well. And then boom. I don't remember if you lose your fast travel in zoom locations in when you start Act 3. I don't think you do. You've got your events that start off Act 3, but I don't remember if you lose your zooms or not. I love how it's still labelled as being the first forest over here, but there's nothing over here. Not anymore. Just an empty path filled with nothingness. Let's go. But I think it's a vicious Hypercrexion. Don't really remember though. Is that a Leeds wizard? It is. There we go. Is it Hypercrexion? Oh no, it's Derpixion, isn't it? Something like that. Oh, Hypercrexion. That's the first version of it. Yeet. Bum bum bum. That should be that. There we go. So the only gaps, because I've got the Merking now. Is it Merking? No, it was Vicious War Griffin. No, it wasn't. No, it was Griffin. It was Griffin. That is like Snowger it's called, and you've got a rare variant of it, which is going to be fun to get. And of course I've got the Killing Machine Type GO variant. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other enemies I need. So now only got 3 gaps. One of them I'll fill in myself. When I do the Type GO, which will probably be tomorrow, I'll try and do it on stream. And then of course I have to try and get Snowger and its rare variant, and that is it. And the rest of them are in Fortress of Fear. So good. Make a campfire, get the fast travel, look at the forge, see what's going on here, and go from there. So, now then, get to the Mangle Grove. So the best way to get to the Mangle Grove is Heliodor region campsite. Boom. Can also go from the cost of war as well. Either or. Hell yes. And once I've done this one, I'll go to Occidentalis. Then I'll go to Lonalulu. Then I'll hand in the 2 quests in Nautica, turning into fish, and I believe I'll find the Sage's Stone from there as well. And that'll be all the quests that one get done. And yeah, I mean as well, I mean there's been quite a few enemies in the game. I mean what, there's 394, there's going to be 266 in post game, it's going to actually be 268. There's going to be 662 entries altogether, but you only get 660 because the last 2 entries are the final fight. And obviously, then because you complete the game, and once you defeat the post game final boss, it just ends. It doesn't actually save your progress once you do that, like you just start from wherever. So you technically only get 660 out of 662. Of course, I never got the 660, but this time I'm going to go for the 660. But anyway, I just love how open the Mangle Grove is now. It's just weird to look at. Anyway. Go. And here's a tulip. There's only actually been 2 variants of that. 3 counting the vicious one. Other than that, it's not very much. Yeah, so to run through all this, because there's no point doing them as fights anyway, because they're giving us experience at this point. Probably should have gone in from the cost of law, but never mind. Wait, did I never actually... Why did I do that? I knew I'd have to come back here. I didn't... I mean, I did that with everything else, but I forgot to actually... rest up at the Mangle Grove one. Never mind. That's a rookie mistake. And then now I've done that. Let's head inside. I think you just go to this bookshelf and that's it. Is that it? Oh yeah, but wait, there's a letter. Torn and faded but still legible, hidden inside. Looks like the rest of the message from that minstrel Narbori mentioned. I'll just take a closer look. I'm not going to read it, but... read it if you feel free. Pause it if you need to. Oh, I know exactly who wrote this, if it's a love poem to Erdwin, but I'm not mentioning that because it's kind of a side story to post-game. It just kind of feeds into a tragic tale from the Age of Heroes that kind of comes into fruition at that point. Because, you know, obviously all the Erdwin stuff has been important, but they go ham in Act 3. You know, I think post-game is more of just a chance for them to, I guess, show fan service as well. Because obviously some people will literally do the Fortress of Fear, finish the main game, see that it's the end of the main game, and not bother actually, you know, doing the post-game. But, you know, anyway. And that's the full one, but never mind, I don't need to read that. what are we getting? Things to do with metal goo. So, slime swords, goomerangs, great swords, slime spears, slime shields, slime helms, and a metal slime armour. Boom, there we go. Very good stuff. Especially to rock now. I mean, everybody's going to get some like overpowered equipment for Act 3. And their own appearance on equipment, which is quite cool. But anyway, with that done, I'm going to go to the Strand. And go to Occidentalis. Go into the cabin there, because I remember mentioning that the man in the cabin there is required for a quest in one of the acts. I don't remember which act, it's Act 2. I'm going to have to go to Honolulu to talk to the woman. I think it's a cannon. The turtle sees it as a statue, but it's a cannon. And then with that, I can hand in the 2 quests in Nautica. I have to turn into a fish to go back to the turtle, but I think I need to turn into a fish to find the Sage's Stone. And then once I've done that, I'll fast travel to Gondolia and hand that in. And then from there, I'll carry on, depending on time. I mean, I've been going for half an hour. This should take too much longer. Going to be effectively handing it. It's just a lot of zooming around, well, mostly anyway. And yeah, after that it will be 5 quests left. So Type Geo, which I'll get done tomorrow. Night Aberrant, which I'll get done tomorrow. Buff, no. Rocky's Rock Hard Roulette, depends. I mean, let's actually have a look at that one. So that one, yes. Them 2 I'm doing now. That one maybe. That one today. Oh yeah, Madame Labouche life lesson. If I find out how to get 350 charm, well, not find out, but find something that can increase my charm that much, I'll do it. See, I need 350 charm. That's the problem here. Unless I can get at least 7 charm. It's only 5 charm. That would do. Surely aerofoil or earrings. I'll try that out before I end it, actually. So tomorrow might only be a short stream, but it'll be in preparation anyway. Phantom Master Salo for Lawyer from Nautica lives on this episode. Lawyer from Nautica? You must be talking about the sea Elicitor. He's an old mate of mine. When my old pilot crew dumped me here and sailed off into the sunset, he let me stay with him in this here cabin. Saved me life, so he did. He ain't around anymore though. Died a couple of years back. A bright sunny day it was. He was sitting there staring out to sea, just like always, and he's gone, just like that. You a mate of his too? Then sorry I ain't got better news for you. There's stuff in that chest over there if you want to take something to remember him by. This was of course locked, but now it isn't. So there's the Sea Elicitor statue, which I can take over. And there we go, and now I go to Honolulu. Get the cannon from the woman, because the only hint you get is that there's a woman you talk to in Act 1 or Act 2 that said she likes things that go with a bang. She likes loud noises and cannons that explode and stuff. If you talk to her in Act 1, they'll give you the hint. I don't think they do if you don't. Before I do come off tomorrow as well, especially if I've got enough time, depending on how long the quest takes, I'll do some last forging, because the metal slime spears and shields and whatnot might actually be useful to use. We've got some pretty good stuff at the moment, but metal slime stuff usually are pretty good, nonetheless. I don't remember where it is. I think it's that one before you hit the hill that wraps around, the one up here. I'm trying to remember, because I ended up getting so many quests all at once that I ended up getting everywhere. I think it's there, right? Aloha friend, long time no see, what can I do for you? Explains that the curator of a certain museum wants to exhibit an enormous explosive sleek black squid-like object. One of the cannon lady's cannons might just fit the bill. Hiyaka no? Where do you get off calling my beautiful babies squids? I'll put you over my knee, mister. Still, if this curator guy likes my late husband's cannons enough to want to put her on a pedestal, he must have his head screwed on right. Sure, friend, you got it. I'll let you borrow the biggest, shiniest, most ear-splitting cannon in my collection. Good, because you're not getting it back. I'm sure she knows that, anyway. I should probably, equip the Sword of Light. That's a good idea, look at that. Ooh. Charm's gone straight up with that one. Let's have a look at quest catalogue now. Yeah, those two are nearly done. And then I can get the Sage of Stone as well. Let's go to Nautica. Turn into a fish, because I need to turn into a fish to go into both. Get to both quests, I believe. It's finding the Sage of Stone, because obviously you mentioned it landed on like these rocks and fell near rocks east of Heliodor. There's only one island, which is further out, and then there's Nautica, and it's Nautica, I seem to recall. So because I've got 4 quests due tomorrow, I mean, one of them I can't do in my current state, because I can't do buff. Knight Errant and Tap Geo I can definitely do. And if I do get through them quick and then preparation still ain't got enough time, I'll do Wheel of Armour as well, do as many of them. Before I prepare to go into the Fortress of Fear. But anyway, turn me into a fish. Thank you. Let's see, you've got that bit and you've got that bit, but somewhere around here there's a Sage of Stone. It's on one of these rocky bits, if my memory serves. So I was looking around for sparkly spots before as well, but anyway. I've already got that one. Is that a new one again? Fair enough. There we go. Oh, what's that you're carrying, Luminary? It's an enormous, explosive, sleek, black squid-like object that's big enough to swallow a mermaid. Yes, this is it. This is a very sleek, black squid-like item I've been looking for. What's that you're saying? It's actually a type of weapon, and it makes a loud noise when it fires a metal ball into the air. Oh, you humans will fight with anything, even sleek, black squids. I always knew that you were a warlike species, but this is a revelation. The study of human society is endlessly fascinating. Thank you, Luminary. This is the perfect exhibit with which to honour the 600th anniversary of the museum's founding. Please allow me to give you this in return, yes. For all of us here at the Royal Terrarium. Secrets of the Sunken Spirit. There we go. So, full Fathom Forks. I'm guessing that's a spear of some form. And that's it. There we go, we've completed 40 quests. We ain't done yet. We need to find Sage of Stone before I head down, because I know it isn't far down. Let's try the green circles. Oh, actually, no, it won't be these green circles. No. It'll be around here somewhere. Ha! That was accidental. There we go, Sage of Stone. Go back to the guy in Gondolia. But first... Oh, look at that, right on top of it as well. Let's get it. Let's defend this innocent person. Welcome back, my friend. Did your trip to the shore succeed? Did you meet my mentor and bring back the notes that I need? You didn't find my mentor on the island to the west, only this casebook, stashed inside his bedside treasure chest. This is exactly what I need. My mentor's legal knowledge. It's sure to help me more than all the stuff I learned in college. Let's see. When one defends a charge of criminal fin biting, there is an argument all able lawyers should be citing. Passe, that's sharks, the enemies of all fish kind. Abhor feasting on fish with nibbled fins. Res ipsa loquitur. I don't actually know what that Latin is. No idea. I know estrontium serious era there but that's a different thing altogether. A fish with nibbled fins is less likely to be predated. But how does that fact help my client be exonerated? Wait, I think I understand. By chewing on the fish, you spared it from becoming a much bigger creature's dish. The actions of the merman should not cause him to be sued. In fact, the plaintiff owes him a deep debt of gratitude. I'm sure this line of reasoning will spare my client prison. When faced with such sound sense, the judge can make but one decision. Thank you so much, Luminary. Here, this is for you. With all you've done for me, this is the least that I can do. So nobody can complain about Dragon Quest XI. The mermaid's rhymes and Hotto's haikus are so well translated. Do you remember? This was originally Japanese. So they would have done the Japanese versions of the haikus and the rhymes, but as well as translating it over to from Japanese to English. they've got to, you know, do the mermaid rhymes and the haikus from scratch. It's very, very, very impressive when you think of it. I didn't actually really think about it last year, but I think of it now. It's like, you know, all these little extra pieces of effort and all these little extra details just make the game better. Anyway, after this I will go to Madame Labouche to get a life lesson from her. I mean, I could try and get all the quests done, but I mean, I don't know how long Type GO will take. To be honest. I mean, Knight Aberon, I need Hendrik, Sylvando and Phantom to be kept up. And then Type GO is just a rare game. I'm gonna get via luck. Madame Labouche likes the life lesson hopefully I can do, and I'll also try Rock Hard Roulette as well, so that's why I am splitting it into two, just in case. I won't give the roulette wheel that many attempts though. And I will quit out so I don't lose tokens if it gets to as well anyway. Ah, you came back, eh? And you have the Sage of Stone. Santo Cielo, CC, this is the Sage of Stone. It's a fabulous treasure that sinks with my ship. I can't believe that you found it. Chicoso, what do you say? You want me to have it? No, Ragazzo, you found the stone, you must keep it. I wished to see it one last time, but the item itself is no so important to me. Memories and friendships, these are the real treasures that I discovered on my adventures. You will learn this too, I think. You make me a happy old man. Also, Alora, you must take this, por favor. Is my way to say grazie. Making the most of Mithril, what are we going to get then? Fizzle foils, Mithril helms, and Dancer's mail. So with that should be 42, right? Yes, so if we that one's definitely getting done tomorrow, as I said. That one can go piss off. Wasting about 6 to 8 hours altogether. And when Nightfall's definitely doing Madame Labouche life lesson, I'm going to check if I can do that, and then the Measure of a Man, I'll find out what slots are needed. And depending on how many level ups I get via thingy, I might be able to get it. Depends what it is. I've got a feeling the little bastard is going to be in there. Really ain't sure though. Could literally be in there. And then for Hendrik, I don't know if he specifically needs anything either. I thought she needed Sexy Beam, but clearly that's not new. I mean, these usually are ones that get you new abilities, the ones that have those weird tips on the end. It just depends. I mean, some of them are just regular abilities, but I'll try and find out. If I have to wait till post-game to get enough level ups for it, then I will. Speaking of that, so yeah. Measure of a Man, maybe if I can. When Night Falls, definitely. Madame Labouche, I'll go check now. That again tomorrow, and then this best of Cold tomorrow as well. So I mean, with that, so what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, out of the 4 quests, at least 2 of them, maybe 3, maybe all 4 if I'm really lucky. Then I'm going to, of course, go to the Forge. If any of like the metal equipment especially is good, I'll craft that. If any of it's better, and then I will go to the Wheel of Armour and check if there's anything there. And then on Saturday and Sunday will be the Fortress of Fear. I'll split it into 2, at least 2. I wouldn't say 3. There's going to be a post-game dungeon that kind of mimics it. It's probably going to take 3. Anyway, Mardi Dragon Scale, I'll want to re-equip that in a bit, but there we go. I think 400 should definitely be enough, so let's have a look. Ah, you have returned, but have you grown elegant enough to measure up to my exacting standards yet? Let me have a look at you. Chapeau, I should take my hat off to you, Philou. Once you were decidedly demode, but now you are in gentle home worthy of thee and any of our alumni. In fact, You look absolutely irresistible. Come here and let Madame Lavouche give you a big kiss. I'm only joking, Philo. I just want to see your face, and it was priceless. Let me give you this instead. So, glam gear for go-getters. So, tiaras, tremendas, and glad rags. So yeah, I think it's designed to be done towards the end of Act 2 anyway, but yeah, the Sword of Light, I actually forgot that it gives you charm. And I think it was only 350, so I didn't have to get it over 400, but it was honestly just to make sure. So platinum nail. And then, back to the dragon scale. Let's go inside here. And once I do this, I'll probably go to the snare felt. And then I'll have to go up to the cabin at the top. Well, obviously I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go to the snare felt and wait there. Have to try and get the Type Geo anyway. Spiked armor, that's going to be green, right? Green? Remember that, that's a John Quest 9. And then Miracle Sword. Which just when you hit, you get things. But yeah, 56 as of the end of Act 2. Well, I mean, I might still get a few more. Depends, but... Anyway, so yeah. Again, back here. Page 1 done. So yeah, tomorrow you should see me get the Type Geo. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Snoga in its rare variant by tomorrow. It's going to be the Stickler, and of course that is Type Geo as well. So it's going to be 3, 6, 7. So there's going to be 27 altogether for thingy. Bloody hell, that's a lot. But anyway, where else I was going to go? I forgot. Where I was going to go again? Snare felt. There we go. Right then, I mean that's about 45 minutes, you know, on the shorter side, but that's fine. No need to make it long. I think I'm going to split it quite fairly. I mean, tomorrow might be longer, it all goes down to RNG. I'm going to do Type Geo first, then I'm going to try and get the Knight Aberon up. As long as I have the pet power, I'm assuming you automatically get it. But anyway. That marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of the Dragon Quest XI Echoes of Elusive Age. So, thank you for watching this episode of Dragon Quest XI, and in the next episode, it'll be the not the penultimate episode, that'll be the first Fortress of Fear one, but the last episode before I enter the Fortress of Fear, where again, just to remind you, I'll be doing however many of these 4 quests, at least 2, hopefully, well, maybe 3, and if I get Measure of a Man, I'll do that, and then that's going to be a sticky one, but I'll give it a go. And I mean, before I do Witch's Rock Hard Roulette, when I've got those 2 quests done, if I can't do Measure of Man, you know, I said I'll make preparations, buy or forge equipment, go to the Wheel of Armour, see how many of them I can do, and then end it. If let's say that took about an hour and 10 minutes to do all that, I'd spend until the next half an hour segment, so 20 minutes to get to an hour and a half, trying to do the roulette. And if it fails, I quit out, go back to wherever I was, and then go from there. So I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.